This past year, there has been significant buzz and discussion about the Great Resignation, challenges in engaging the millennial workforce, and the lack of available talent at any level in almost every industry. Before jumping into these issues, let's first review where we really are in the US, Canadian, and global economies from a perspective of indicator data. First, while we have one of the lowest unemployment rates in our modern economic history, at consistently under 4%, we also have the lowest workforce participation rate from age 18 to 65 that we have had since tracking that data. With a number hovering between 62 to 64%, in blunt terms, that means more than 1 out of 3 working age adults are choosing not to work or have given up trying to find work that is meaningful for them. That's a pretty chilling statistic, and anecdotally, it means the trade-offs aren't worth the effort in the current environment. Our job as leaders is to make sure our team members don't join those ranks in these challenging times. So what do we do now? You may already be doing a lot of this yourself, but don't take it for granted that your leader team is doing the same, and be intentional with them about making sure it is becoming ingrained in their interaction with their teams. 1, say thank you and mean it. If there is something specific to mention, point it out. If not, thanks for a hard day's work or for hanging in there during a difficult work week is important enough. Be sincere and authentic. The frequency depends on your level of interaction, but make it a point to do this more often than not. 2, recognize above and beyond performance. Caution, don't play favorites or conversely use a random number generator solution. It needs to be authentic and specific. Feedback from a customer, feedback from a fellow team member, or a noteworthy accomplishment in safety, customer service, or productivity are great examples. This doesn't need to be widely broadcast, and although it can be, don't make it the best of the week or the month competition. Anyone and everyone who does something above and beyond can be recognized. Give out Starbucks gift cards, passes to the movies, a meal voucher, or something similar that is a small economic reward but says you care and notice as leaders in the business. 3, have small group lunches or coffees, virtual if need be, and send takeout or coffee cards. 30 to 45 minutes with 4 to 8 team members as a general check-in. How are you doing? What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? How can we help? That thread of conversation. 4, create a buddy system. Don't force it, but try to develop it organically. Scuba divers always have a swim buddy to go through the underwater challenge together, and it's not a bad model to follow, although hopefully none of us will have trouble breathing or be stuck underwater. That said, it may feel that way to some of your team members. For more on that, go to a LinkedIn for a detailed discussion document on setting up a buddy system. These are just a few of the ideas of how to keep your teams engaged, keeping a pulse on how team members are doing, and creating a window to proactively address some of those stress and strain issues your teams face. Sure, it's some additional work, but relatively minimal compared to having to stand up new teams in the middle of this mess. Let me know your thoughts, stay safe, and stay engaged.